Another issue that's important to us is, of course, the right to keep and bear arms. This is a right that was specifically put in the Bill of Rights, even though the Ninth Amendment already covered all rights that were not taken away from the people by the Constitution. But it was specifically put in there because the politicians, the Founding Fathers, were so concerned about this right. What we have today, of course, is an outbreak of gun violence throughout America that has received a great deal of publicity. And every time there is gun violence, the Democrats say, oh, we need to have new gun laws, even if 15 gun laws were broken in the violence that just took place. And the Republicans, responding like Pavlov's dogs, immediately say, oh, no, 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 we don't need new gun laws. We need to enforce the gun laws on the books now. Ladies and gentlemen, those gun laws are the principal cause of gun violence in America today. Those gun laws have no effect upon criminals whatsoever. Do you think a criminal is going to buy a gun in a way that involves a background check? Of course not. Is he going to submit to a waiting period, or registration, or licensing, or gun locks, or trigger locks, or safety locks, or baby locks, or locks and bagel, or anything of the sort? Obviously not. He will buy his guns in the underworld, or he'll simply steal them from you. Meanwhile, we, the innocent people, when we go to buy a gun, we're subjected to all kinds of forms, gratuitous invasions of our privacy, waiting periods. If you're a woman being stalked, what do you do when you have to put up with a 3-day or a 5-day waiting period? Tell the stalker, time out? We can't do it. We can't continue this little game for 3 days? Of course not. All this does is to put innocent citizens at a disadvantage. And you know something? Who is it that they always cite as the reason for all of these laws, for all of these programs, for all of these restrictions on guns and whatever it is? Who is the object of all of this? The children, of course. So whom do they leave completely defenseless? What is the one area of society where there is not allowed to be anybody there to defend the children? Our schools. Isn't this absurd? If there had been one person at Columbine High School who had access to a gun and knew how to use it, there might be 6 or 8 children alive today who instead are buried under a pile of gun control laws. This is absolutely insane to leave that one area of our society completely defenseless. If any area were to be defended, that should be the one. And then, of course, they want to leave churches defenseless also. The fact of the matter is that these gun control laws always lead to the opposite result from what was intended or what was touted for them, not unlike government programs as a whole. We need not to pass new gun control laws. We need not to enforce the gun control laws in the books now. We need to repeal those laws once and for all.